So being righteous, holy, and humble is what connects you to God, or connects you to Yeshua, so that you can be wise and have wisdom and use your wisdom properly, so you can use it good, for the good. So being humble, holy, and righteous is what connects you to Yeshua, is what to God, so that you can be wise and use your wisdom for good. Use your wisdom properly. See, the problem is that people think that because a person is wise and they have a whole lot of truthful knowledge and facts that make sense, things that full circle, means that they are holy, righteous, and humble. See, and that's the stupidity of people. That is the broken concepts. And I'm not saying that it's the stupidity of people to be mean or to be judgmental and condemning or to be self-righteous or to think higher than myself than I ought to think of myself. I'm saying that people, too many of us have been stuck in and under stupidity, because we think that just because a person is righteous and just because a person is wise means that they're righteous and humble. You see, we're valuing the wrong things, valuing the wrong concepts. You see, the wrong concepts. Being wise. All because we think being wise is being righteous and humble. And then we don't value being righteous and humble. We only value being wise, regardless if being wise means you're righteous and humble, holy, righteous, and humble, or not. You see, and this is the problem. And this is a lot of what Melanin Sutek points out in other words, in her own way. I'm not saying that Melanin Sutek is saying the exact same doctrine or teachings or what your position of life should be is the exact same as mine and what I am saying. But the common ground and core values are the same. And I boldly say this because the problem with our people today is that you can have a person, an older person that is wise, but not righteous, humble, and holy within their heart and souls. They as the soul and heart is not righteous, holy, and humble in the core of themselves. But they're wise. But they're just not righteous, humble, and holy. Then you can have a young person who's righteous, humble, and holy. Their souls and their heart is righteous, humble, and holy. But they just may not have the wisdom in their minds. Mentally, they just may not be wise. You see? And this is the missing link. The missing link is being righteous, humble, and holy, and wise. The two need to merge. The two are a married couple, and they need to merge together to be one, because they are one. To see what wicked people with wickedness, wicked nature, and people with wickedness, a wicked nature, wicked mentality, wickedness in their hearts, in their souls, and workers of iniquity, which is works of wickedness, practice works of wickedness. What they do is they disconnect, or try to disconnect, or have disconnected the two that are one. They've disconnected the one that is being humble, righteous, and holy, and wise. Because this is the problem that we have with our elders and our youth right now. We have a whole lot of elders that are wise but wicked. They're wise, but they're not righteous, holy, and humble in the core of themselves. Their souls and heart is not righteous, humble, and holy. But their minds are wise. They have wisdom. And then they meet a young person or a group of young people who is in they're in the core of themselves, their heart and soul, them as a heart and soul is righteous, humble, and holy. They just don't have the wisdom yet. They're just not mentally wise. And the two are clashing with each other. Because the elders who are wise but wicked, not righteous, humble, and holy, are envious and jealous of the young people that are righteous, holy, and humble, just not wise yet. Or wise, but just not fully developed in their wisdom yet. And before their wisdom can fully develop into maturity, where the young people can be balanced, be righteous, humble, and wise and righteous and humble and holy, the wicked elders want to stifle their growth. So even when you're an elder and you are as wise as you are, righteous, humble, and holy, if you are an elder, and this goes for anybody for that matter, any age, but I'm specifically talking about the elders right now, but nobody is exempt from this. I'm talking about people of all ages. That is at the age of maturity, of awareness, of accountability. And specifically, the elders who I'm talking about right now. If you are righteous, humble, and holy, and wise, but then you say you're humble. You say that you're humble with yours, or you say that you are humble. Then just right there alone proves that you're not humble. Because now you're boasting about being humble. And that defeats the purpose of being humble. That defeats the purpose of being humble. And being righteous, holy, and holy. And see, and that is the broken concepts. The contradiction. That the elders are still holding on to, that so many or too many of our elders are still holding on to, that's causing them to deflect. You see,